Hey, if you'd like to discover how you can get out of a state of analysis paralysis, confusion, and overwhelm and into a state of taking action, consistent action, and massive action so you can hit your goals, grow a profitable business, and at the end of the day, make more money, then stick around and watch today's video through until the very end, as I'm about to share with you why so many people get stuck in analysis paralysis to begin with, and most importantly, how to quickly and easily break out of it, starting as soon as later today. With that said, if this is your first video, my name is Misha Wilson, and over the course of the last few years, I've done nearly $20 million in total sales online, and have helped many entrepreneurs go from the state of just getting started, stuck, confused, and overwhelmed, to producing, taking action, growing profitable businesses, all the way up to the point of 6 figures and above for some of my more successful students. And once again, I'm about to share with you exactly how they do it. As always, if you get value, don't forget to let me know in the comments section below what your biggest takeaway is from this video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon notification button so that you're notified when I do more videos just like this. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in.
Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams.
All right, so once again, what we're going to be talking about here today is how you can escape analysis paralysis and information overload, and how you can get into a state of taking massive and consistent action in your business so that you can start to see results and start to make more money in a consistent and regular fashion. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is why so many people get stuck in analysis paralysis, both on a surface level and then at a core level. All right, so in the online world, there are so many different methods, there are so many different strategies, there are so many different tactics, there are so many different courses being launched seemingly every week from the different latest and greatest kind of guru of the week. And you're constantly taught the new latest and greatest thing. All right, I know when I first got started in the online world, I was buying course after course, system after system, buying into launch after launch, each one always teaching a contradicting strategy, method, tactic, traffic source, follow-up method, etc. That by the time it was all said and done, I had spent nearly 9 months of my life consuming information, going through countless courses without ever actually doing anything. And the big trap is that oftentimes when you're consuming information, it feels like you're taking action. You're spending the time, you're doing the, quote unquote homework, and you're investing in building your intellectual capital, but you're not necessarily taking any action to move your business forward and to actually put those things that you're learning into use in your business, right? And so the first thing you have to do is just understand that just learning is never enough, all right? You have to learn and then execute. You have to learn and then execute. In my own personal journey at this point, I try to learn about 20% of the time, sometimes 10% of the time, and I try to execute 80 to 90% of the time in my business, right? But with that said, it should be fairly simple then. Oh, the problem is that I'm not taking action. Well, now that we know the problem, it should be able, very easily to fix it, and you should be able to take action, right? Wrong. A lot of people get stuck and they can't necessarily get themselves out of that state of constantly learning. And that brings us to the more core level problem that so many people struggle with in the online world. Really the true reason why you're having or might be having a difficult time getting yourself to take action. And that is the core problem of having the belief that when you take action, nothing good will happen. Having the belief that when you take action, it won't work. Having the belief that, yeah, Misha might be able to do it, but I can't do it. Keisha might be able to do it, but I can't do it. Fill in the latest and greatest guru that you're following. They might be able to do it, but I can't do it. And the truth of the matter is that after working with literally, tens of thousands of students in the online world, what I found is that one belief above and beyond all else is the thing that keeps people from taking action. And the truth of the matter is that if you believe at a core level that when you take action, nothing good is going to happen, No matter how much you learn, no matter how many courses you go through, no matter how many workshops or events you get to, you will never get yourself out of that state of not believing, and therefore you'll never get into action mode and results, right? So the obvious question becomes, how do we fix that kind of, belief, or how do we at least address that belief, and how do we get out of that pattern? And it's kind of tricky because it's almost like a cart before the horse scenario. I don't know if you've studied Tony Robbins, but he has a famous, kind of formula and equation that he talks about. And the truth is, the only way for you to truly help that belief to be kind of altered is to see results in your business, right? So once you see results, that belief changes. And once you have results, you can then take more action. Then once you take more action, you can get even more results. And you have, once again, less of the belief that you can't produce, which gives you the ability to get more results, and so on and so forth. Right? And so really at the end of the day, the way that you can help that belief in the external world the most is through producing results, because when you produce results, once again, you reinforce all the positive kind of thoughts of, wow, I can do this, which gives you the ability to take more action, which gives you more results, and so on and so forth. Now, the key is when you're first getting started, you have to get yourself to act in spite of that belief. All right, so you have to understand that the first time you write the email, the first time you set up the traffic campaign, the first time you cut the video, the first time you host the webinar, whatever it may be, you're probably going to have that belief that, God, nothing good is going to happen, right? And what you need to do is you need to be very aware that, yes, that is a belief, and you're going to take action in spite of that belief, and you're probably not going to succeed the first time, and you're going to have kind of a confirmation bias almost working against you, because you have the belief that, God, this isn't going to work, and then it's not going to work the first time, so you're going to have a confirmation bias saying, God, I told you so, it's not going to work, right? And you have to be very self-aware and aware of all of those different mechanisms operating within your psyche. And then what you have to do is you have to get yourself to take action repeatedly, and every single time you have a small win, every single time you generate a lead, every single time you gain a subscriber on YouTube, every single time you make a sale on a webinar, every single time you have any kind of small win, you have to focus on celebrating those small wins more than tearing yourself down for, let's just call them losses. I don't necessarily like the word losses in this context, but tearing yourself down for the things that might not be working as well as you wish they did. Because the truth is, look, no matter how successful you are, whether you're brand new at 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, or 8 figures or above, I know from personal experience, there are always things in your business that you wish were going better. There are always issues you will face. There are always snags that will come up. There are always situations that you'll have to solve at varying levels. It's always going to change. Usually the bigger the business, the bigger the situation, the bigger the problem. And so there's always going to be those things that you can focus on that can bring you down if you let them. And you have to switch the equation. You have to focus on celebrating your wins and letting your wins serve as evidence that you can do this, that you are able, that you, once again, if you take action, you will get a positive result, to enable you to take more action, to get more small results, to celebrate those small results more, to once again celebrate those wins, to take more action, which eventually become bigger results, and then you can celebrate your bigger results, which gives you even more confidence, more belief, and more potential, which as a result, once again, gives you the ability to take more action, and the cycle goes ahead and continues. All right, so understand, at a surface level, it's very easy to say, I'm not taking action because I'm learning too much. I'm not taking action because I'm going through too many courses. And that is very true. But what you'll find is that if you don't solve the core problem, which is, God, I just don't believe that I can do this, or oftentimes at least that is the core problem. If you don't focus on solving that core problem by implementing the strategy that I just shared in today's video, you will continue to stay stuck in that surface level pattern of going through more and more and more and more information, never taking action, never executing, never getting into results in your business, and therefore always feeling like you need more information, always feeling like you need to consume more and more and more, always feeling like you don't have enough information quite yet, never getting out of that state of analysis paralysis, confusion, and overwhelm. So with that said, execute, focus on the small wins, celebrate the small wins, let the small wins feed as evidence that you absolutely can do this. Execute more, turn those small wins into bigger wins, celebrate the bigger wins even more than you did the small wins. Let the cycle reinforce, get out there, take action, kick some ass, and I look forward to seeing your results. With that said, as always, if you got value, don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell icon notification button so that you're notified when I do more videos just like this. And let me know what your biggest takeaway was in the comments section below. Till next time, over and out.